Hello everybody, Root Beer here once again with an excellent Gauss 2001 paper question. We're on to question number 24. And it's about a fellow named Enzo, and he's got some fish in an aquarium. So Enzo does indeed have fish in two aquariums, and in one aquarium the ratio of guppies to the number of goldfish is 2 to 3. So for every 2 guppies he has, he'll have 3 goldfish. Have to make sure that we know how to read the ratios properly. In the other, this ratio, so the ratio of guppies to goldfish, is 3 to 5. So for every 5 goldfish, we're going to find 3 guppies. If Enzo has 20 guppies in total, the least number of goldfish he could have is... Alright, so it's sort of like a mini optimization problem. We're looking for the smallest numbers possible. We know he's got 20 guppies in total. And he's got 2 aquariums. So let's pick an aquarium, this one or this one, doesn't really matter which. Usually I go with the first thing I see, so let's shake it up a bit. We'll go with the second aquarium. So, once again, we need a new piece of paper, don't we? Let's just use a little bit of algebra. Let G be the number of, I think it's guppies that he has. Guppies in the, let's say second aquarium. Okay. Well, if we know he has 20 guppies in total, and G of them, whatever G is, has got to be some sort of whole number, is in the second aquarium, then he has 20 minus G in the first aquarium. Okay. So we've given some names to things, and we've already got one relationship that we're given. And that is, if you have G guppies in the second aquarium, you're going to have 20 minus G guppies in the first aquarium. So now we want the least number of goldfish. Okay, well, how do we talk about the number of goldfish? Well, fortunately, we have these ratios here. So if I have, we're talking about the number of guppies in the first one. If every 2 guppies, I'm going to have 3 goldfish. So the number of goldfish is, well, we take this first tank, and for every 2 guppies, so divide the number of guppies in 2, we get 3 goldfish. So this is the number of goldfish in the first tank, just using our ratios. And then in our second tank, we'll have 5/3 G. So second tank. Right? In the second tank, for every 3 guppies, and we have G many guppies, for every 3 guppies, we'll have 5 goldfish. So now we've counted for the number of goldfish. And something we're going to need to keep in mind, whatever we choose for G, we're going to have to make sure that the number of goldfish comes out to be a whole number. You can't have half a goldfish. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. So I've got this expression. It's in terms of G, but it's not exactly very simplified. So let's see if we can change that. Okay. So 3 by 2, 20 minus G, plus 5/3 G. Well, I can split 3 halves 20, 3 halves G, plus 5/3 G. I'm going to want to get a common denominator, and I'll choose 6. And this expression right here immediately simplifies to 30. Well, not immediately. You can grab your calculator out and see that I'm telling the truth. So if I want a common denominator of 6, I multiply top and bottom by 3. And to common denominator 6, I'll get to 10 over 6G. So all this works out to 30, 10 minus 9, 1, So 30 plus 1/6 g is the number of goldfish. Okay, that's a much easier expression to use. And we clearly have some information about g. So we know g is going to have to be a multiple of 6, otherwise we'll get a sixth or a third of a goldfish lying around. Okay, so let's pick the smallest possible g. Right, there's no reason not to assume that g is 6. We know it has to be a multiple of 6. The lowest multiple of 6 we could be working with would be 6. And that would mean number of goldfish is 30 plus 1/6 times 6. So that's 31. And now that's what we think should be the right answer. But this is a part C question. And so maybe there's something we're missing. I mean, we did choose g to be the number of guppies in the second aquarium. What if we started with the first aquarium? We might have got a slightly different equation, and maybe it would have had a 1 over 12 times g. And maybe g has to be a multiple of 12, and we're not seeing it. Yeah, the total number of goldfish is a whole number. But how do we know we don't have a half a goldfish in the first tank and a half a goldfish in the second tank this way? Well, let's double check. So in the first tank, what will we have? Well, we'll have 20 minus g, so that's 14 goldfish. 14 guppies. And how many goldfish is that? 14 divided by 2, that's 7 times 3, that's 21. And in the second tank, we'll have 6, and 5 thirds times 6, that's going to be 10. And wouldn't you know it, we have the ratio of 2 to 3 in the first tank, and we have 3 to 5 in the second tank. 14 plus 6, that's 20 guppies in total, and 21 plus 10, that's the 31 goldfish we're predicting. So when we write out the actual tanks that we've got, and that is something that you should do, make sure that your answer does make sense, not just because the algebra said so, but actually make sure that it's a real world situation that you're looking at, that we don't have a sixth of a guppy hidden somewhere. And once we do that, and we check that the ratios work out, every part of the question works out, we have a total number of 20 guppies, and we have 31 here. And the math says that you're going to have at least 30 plus a sixth of g, and the smallest multiple of 6 we could have works out to 31. And wouldn't you know it, 31 resembles a real-world situation, so we know we've got the smallest we could possibly have. 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. It's the middle one, C, 31. We put C. And we've got one more question to go. That's question 25. So why don't we flip to the next page, and we're going to get that started in the very next video. So join me as we finish off the 2001 Grade 7 Gauss in the very next video. And if you've been liking the series, feel free to subscribe for more Gauss papers, or even the higher papers like the Pascal, Cayley, and Fermat. And of course, if you like guppies or goldfish, feel free to give a like to the video. I'll see you guys next time for some more math.